Hi everyone, this is Penny with Evilsizor. I wanted to let you know that we've noticed there's been a number of revocations issued by the FMCSA to over 6,000 carriers and brokers. I wanted to explain why and how to get your authority active again. So the FMCSA did a sweep. There's actually two issues going on here. Number one, the FMCSA did a sweep of their accounts. They looked to see how many accounts were active versus the lack of BOCs that were on file. So if your account was active but there was no BOC, then you have been revoked. And there was another issue where some of the BOC companies have gone out of business or were purchased by another company. And so those have gone away. The FMCSA did send out a letter to various people letting them know that the BOC is not on file. And so if that hasn't been filed during a certain period of time, I think it was right around like 2 days ago when there was some revocations going on up to a week. And if your BOC wasn't on file, you became inactive. So that's been just a real issue and a time crunch because a lot of people have many trucks out on the road and then suddenly the rug was pulled out from under you basically. If you didn't pay attention to that letter or maybe you didn't receive the letter, if your address is not correct on the FMCSA website. So this has been an issue that I just wanted to explain, why this happened and how you can become active again, because we've had an influx of reinstatements here at our office, as well as just a lot of questions going on and some misunderstanding on how to reactivate your account. So I put together just a couple. I'm going to make this really simple for you, but I put together a couple of screens that I want to show you how to look this up. And I hate for people to just kind of be inactive and it's a process to get back active again. And it's just kind of a shame how all of this came about. There was a sweep and then the emails went out and and you think that your BOC is fine because it is one of the most misunderstood forms on the planet. And I have a blog post that I'll post below that you can read more about that and why it's required. But we worked with a company last week who had 55 trucks and suddenly they were inactive. And what was really strange, and I spoke with Jeff Sechrist, who is the head of FMCSA. He was so helpful and he really didn't even understand what was going on. You got to understand these systems are so old. They're trying to work on them, and it's kind of at the expense of the carrier when things go awry, which doesn't really seem fair, but that's kind of how it works. And so you need to know how to look up your account. I always recommend my carriers that I work with look it up once a month. Now, whether they do or not is another thing. And we do have a service where we can look it up for you. We can kind of keep things, another set of eyes on your account, which is a really good idea. So I'll link all that information below if you're interested. But for right now, I want to show you how to look up your account. So you're going to go to safer.fmcsa.dot.gov, and then you're going to see, just scroll down a little bit, go in the center column, and you're going to choose licensing and insurance. Then you're going to plug in your information. I did redact this one just to protect the carrier here, but I wanted to show you what to look for. And so you're going to want to look for this inactive status, as well as here will show you who your BOC holder is. And whoever it was, or if it was part of the glitch, you're going to see where it was removed. If it was our BOC, it was not removed by us. It was removed by the FMCSA. We don't even have that capability, to be honest. We have to ask for approval to get something removed. So another thing you want to look for is you can go to Authority History right down here, and you can click on that, and it will show you when you were revoked. And you'll see insurance is on file, so you don't have to worry about the insurance. It's just this little pesky little BOC right here that caused all these issues. So there are 3 steps to become active. And here, let me move myself down a little bit so you can see it. So number 1 is you're going to need to file the BOC right here, and you can do that on our website at evilsizor.com. We'll be happy to accommodate. We do file everything within the day, so you get it into us by the end of the day, we'll file it that day. That's not the only step that activates your authority, because if you're inactive, just taking care of this requirement right here is not sufficient. So number 1, you're going to file that BOC. Number 2, there is a reinstatement process with the FMCSA. You can contact them directly and they will tell you how to do it, or if you would like for us to take care of it, I'll put that link below as well. So there is a reinstatement fee that goes with the FMCSA. So if you'd like for us to take care of that, we'd be happy to. We can the quickest way is to file it online with your PIN. So if you submit your reinstatement, we will try to grab your PIN, and that way we can do it right away, get the BOC filed, and we'll get you a copy of the reinstatement letter. We'll watch the whole process through. Now if you don't have your PIN, it's going to take longer because we're going to have to send in paperwork to the FMCSA, and they're running 4 or 5 days behind. So I know it really doesn't sound fair, and I completely understand both sides of the spectrum here, but we can help you with that FMCSA reinstatement. Just make sure you have your PIN, and you can get that at the Safer system. If you go back here to safer.fmcsa.dot.gov, scroll down about halfway, and it'll give you a link to order your DOT PIN by email. That's a 2-step process, very simple, and if your account is set up to where you can receive an email or a text, that's the quickest way. Even brokers can do that now. Otherwise, if you're not able to get a PIN, you can get one mailed to you, but that's going to be a week, or I would just send in the paperwork, to be honest. So you can contact the FMCSA at ask.fmcsa.dot.gov. Just know that the activation, even online, can take 4 days. It's 4 business days. So if you're looking at a Thursday, so count Thursday, Friday, unless you're doing it late in the evening on Thursday, then count Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Otherwise, the paper copy can take up to 2 weeks. So I hope this didn't happen to you, but if it did, or if it, something may happen in the future for a reinstatement, you've got some steps on getting this taken care of. So if you have any questions, please reach out. We're here to help, and we've been working as fast as we can to help people get their authorities reinstated. So it was a pleasure chatting with you, and call us if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye-bye.